Delta X Productions. Productions.
Hey, Tucker here, and I just got back from seeing that new Venom movie, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and it was an alright movie. Nothing really to write home about. It was okay. I found a lot of problems with characters. Eddie Brock and Venom, really, I never really saw anything too good with them. They seem to have a lot of disconnect in the movie, and you know, that's all fine and all, but from the events of the last film, I never really expected that. Really a lot of the movie was about Eddie and Venom, and I saw a lot of continuity errors. Like, anytime Venom went into like a... Yeah, so still in public. I know anytime Venom went into the body of another person, it was always like the Eddie Brock Venom, except for the one girl. I forgot her name, but she really, like, it still had the same appearance from the last one. I kind of wish they changed their appearance a bit. I thought Carnage was alright. Carnage was interesting. I didn't really think of that as Carnage as Eddie Brock's blood. Really, something about Carnage seemed off to me. I don't know why there's still car alarm going on, but hey. It really put me off guard a bit, because I'm not too well versed in Venom lore. The best thing I know is that, like, Venom is like a parasite. You know, Venom can take control of you, make Venom's appearance, but you're still intact. But Carnage is one of those things where it's like, once Carnage gets you, you do not exist. It is Carnage. Correct me if I'm wrong. Strong chance I'm wrong. But it's like, Venom's the parasite, Carnage is a virus. Like, you can remove Venom from you, but you can't remove Carnage. Once you get Carnage, you're done. Like, it's now all Carnage. It was alright. I know, like, Carnage was interesting. I do like it that they treated him differently, but they never really treat him differently. Like, they treat Carnage as another Venom, just with more powers. It's only near the end where Venom says, hey, you know, we can't have, I can't deal with this, it's a red one. It's like, you know, that could have been nice, like, if you built up more of that stuff. Like, was it because it was blood? Like, needs to be some explanation why it's red. A lot of things happen for really an unknown reason. It was sort of like a romance film a bit. I know I was watching some reviews of it, and they were saying it was like a romance film. I never really saw it as that, but I all around just did not have no good time. A couple of big things I didn't like. How Carnage was made. That really made no sense to me. One of Carnage's powers that I just cannot stand for still. He just at one point just does this giant tornado thing and never does it again. And all I thought about was the mask. Like, he was just making this giant tornado out of God knows what and just killing off people. And it was only military wardens, and like no prisoners got in. It's like, I don't know why they even gave him that power. I think it would have been interesting to see Venom use some of his more powers. I know they did have some scenes where Venom, like his hand, like become an axe or a blade or something. I'd want to see more of that. I know it was PG-13, but I think they could have done more stuff, like just do quick cutaways of Carnage killing people. I think that would have looked better. All around, I'm just going to say it's an okay movie. But I know a big thing that really pet peeved me is the theater experience. Now, there's a reason I like to do these after the theater. I can't remember if I said in the first video, but just so I can tell you my theater experience. If you're at a theater, don't open your phone just to check the time. I was sitting next to one of my friends. He kept talking a whole bunch through it. There were these two kids behind them that kept teasing with his sister. That's another thing. Don't mess with people at a theater. Like, your friends, it's alright, but people like 2 rows in front of you, don't mess with them. Especially if there's like a giant age difference. Like, this was my friend's younger sister. I don't know how old these 2 other boys were, but they seemed a bit older than her. Don't do that. Don't. It's not cool. And really, I kept getting uncomfortable through it. They kept talking through it. I know my friend's younger sister kept opening her phone to check the time. One point, I think she talked to her brother, my friend, and said, hey, it's this time, we got to get going home. And I thought, you know, don't go to a movie with a horror expectation. Like, I don't say horror like, oh, think of something scary. Like go to a movie and expect to be done at a particular point. Oh, you got to get home. They have times on the theater website. Like, I don't know about most, but I'm pretty sure if you go online and look up your local movie theater, not only will they tell you the movies, but they'll tell you how long they run. I don't know why they did that, but yeah, that's alright. All in all, Carnage, Venom, Let There Be Carnage was an okay movie. I do like the idea of Carnage. I think it was an alright film. I think it was good enough for there to possibly be a third one. I don't know if they're building up something, because I know at one point the police warden, like, there's this whole subplot and stuff with this bad guy, and it's like, you know, if you're a symbiote, shouldn't you like, here's another thing, this guy just suddenly became Carnage. And Carnage was like a separate entity. And that's another thing I hated. That's not what I expect. Like, if he like ate some of Eddie Brock's blood because he bit his hand, I kind of wanted that guy to be Carnage. And I'm kind of like a moral dilemma over, oh, this girl has like high screeching powers. Oh, I should attack her. No, like, I want to marry her still. Oh, what should I do? Oh, I'm going to let it get the best of me. Oh, man, you know, I was an idiot. I shouldn't do that. That's what I want. Not that Carnage should be a separate entity, because the way he was built up and created for this movie does not sound like he should be a separate entity. Because it seems a lot like Carnage just has full control. Like, the guy who has Carnage has full control. And I just don't really think it's good. It's an alright film. I may watch it again. To really give it a score, be like a 6.5 out of 10. On Tucker's movie scale, I would give it like a thumbs to the side. But hey, you know, if you have a different opinion than me, leave a comment down below and tell me what you guys thought about the movie. Yeah, just remember, I'm one person in a telling you about his experience in a movie and what he thought about it. You can always leave your opinion. That's the best part about an opinion. Everyone has them. Tucker, out.